Good morning. Here we are with Tony Lanoue at the Pinery Provincial Park, and he's going to talk about the Wim HOF cold submerging in the morning to increase your metabolism. Can you go tell us a couple points on that?
Yeah, hey John, how's it going? So a couple of years ago I started hearing about this guy named Wim HOF, and they call him the Iceman. And it's actually, he's gone viral through the whole world now. And so a lot of people, myself included, have started taking his advice. We do the Wim HOF breathing. You can go on YouTube and find out how to be the best way to go on YouTube and learn how to do the breathing. And once you get that down pat, then you start jumping in cold water. And you might say, why do I want to jump in cold water? Well, there's a lot of benefits to being in the cold. It helps reduce inflammation in our body. It helps with our libido. It helps boost your immune system. Through the years we've become a little soft. We have all too much modern comforts, and our bodies get soft, and we need to stress ourselves a little bit. And it's a good way of stressing your body in a good way. And like I said, there's many more benefits. Like I said,
Reduces your heart rate as well, right?
Yeah, your heart rate
slows down 20 to 30 beats per hour, which increases your metabolism somehow.
Yeah, your metabolism speeds up a little bit, so your immune system works better. It's a good thing. Look it up, and anybody wants to learn different health tips, I'm a weight loss specialist. I'm a certified nutritionist, and I'm looking forward to helping more people.
Oh, okay, what about the keto diet?
Okay, yeah.
Low carb diet.
Yeah, keto, whatever you want to call it. I started off 13 years ago eating a paleo diet. And when I started doing that, I immediately dropped about 25 pounds. And back then I was really into exercising, and yet, even though I was exercising and cycling all the time, I could not get rid of my stomach. I was eating the wrong foods, which I thought were the right foods, but we've learned that actually eating a low carb diet, we eat higher fats, lots of eggs, we eat protein with every meal, and we eat lots of vegetables, but we keep the carbs down. It reduces inflammation in your body. You don't get hungry, so I only eat 2 meals a day now. And I'm not hungry between meals, so you're not constantly having a snack. And yeah, and one of the great things about that is when you keep your carbs low, you're just not triggering the hunger hormones. So you're never hungry, and it's great. And you got one less meal to clean up from, one less meal to cook through the day, and you start to feel fantastic.
Okay, tell us about the excursions we're already done and we're going to do.
Well, we brought our stand-up paddle boards. In the last few years, one of the things I've started to do is trying to reduce stress in my life. I was an adrenaline junkie, and I had motorcycles and boats, and I just realized all these toys, although they can be fun, they're a lot of maintenance. So in order to reduce stress in my life, I've gotten rid of the motorcycles, I've gotten rid of the boats, and I'm doing simple activities like a little bit of cycling, the paddle boarding, and kayaking. They never break. You never have to put gas in them. You don't have to change batteries. It's reduced stress in my life, and I really enjoy them.
And walking does, the beach is reducing stress as well? When you're hungover, drinking the night before, dried out, camp style, Gangnam style, having fun. And tell us some more about yourself. You're an outdoor enthusiast.
Yeah, well,
canoe,
a little bit about my background.
Kayaking.
Back when I was 38, I was in a very bad marriage, high stress, and I don't think my body could take it anymore, and I ended up developing leukemia. Since then, that's one of the things that triggered me to want to work a little bit less and play a little bit more.
Enjoy life more, stress free.
Yeah.
Because all the stresses lead to your stomach gut,
Well, I realize stress.
leaky gut and everything else, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're hitting a lot of the.
So you drink more and you smoke more and you think you're just masking the problem.
Yeah, that's basically what a lot of people do. And where could I go with this? Yeah. So as I started to reduce stress, actually, a couple of years in after I was getting better from the leukemia, I was trying to live my best life, and I was out mountain biking, and I actually broke my neck in 2 places.
Oh wow.
At that point, that's when I started. I was laid up for 2 years recovering, and I could not exercise at all, and I was still eating the old low-fat diet that we were told was healthy for us, lots of whole grains, and I started putting weight on. And it was at that point my son had started doing a paleo diet, and he recommended it for me, and I gave it a try. And I was a little scared at first because you're eating a lot more fats, and you know we've been told to stay away from fats for the last 40 years. And I kept saying, I hope they're right about this. I hope they're right about this, that it's not going to cause heart disease. Well, here I am 13 years later. I do not suffer from high blood pressure. I don't suffer from high sugar. My weight is more stable than it's ever been, and that's with not doing a whole lot of cardio. I take a bike ride maybe once a week, and I take a walk every day, and I'm able to stay really pretty lean.
So it's consistency of exercise, sleep, and diet, and low stress.
Low stress and low carb.
Low carb.
Keep the carbs down, and the weight stays off, and you don't even really need to do any cardio. I prefer to do a little bit just because it is good for you, but it's not needed for weight loss.
All right, so let's load up the wakeboards. What do you call them?
Actually, I'm going to go in for a quick swim.
Okay, we're gonna.
In this water, so I'm thinking it's a little bit cold, but I'm going in anyway.
I think I'm going to go too, but we'll see.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Let's see you jump in there.
So, in order to help us adapt to the cold, we do some of the Wim HOF breathing before we go in. So we do 30 reps, and basically you take a deep breath and you let only partial breath out. And you take another deep breath, and you do that 30 times. You're only letting partial breath out. It helps oxygenate your blood, and you can adapt to the cold a little bit easier. Normally, I would do these swims in November, October, November, December, January. Obviously, today in the summer, the water's not that cold. It's only 63 degrees. In the winter, I try to stay in for about 3 minutes. You have to be careful. You should never do it alone, especially in the winter. So let's go.